I don't need applause because that's, that would encourage me. Don't encourage me. I just wanted to make sure there was somebody out there, that's all. So welcome back from lunch. I hope everybody's having a great day. So far I love the last panel, by the way. I thought Erwin and Linda and Frank were unbelievable. If you were not here for that, you missed something special. But thankfully, you'll be able to find it online because we live in that world. I want to talk now about the rest of the day. A couple things going to happen today that are super fun. First of all, the next panel is really a favorite topic of mine, and it's based on an aphorism that goes something like this. If you're sitting at a poker table and you can't tell who the sucker is, it's you. So when something is free, like Facebook or Google or Snapchat or Instagram or anything else I could mention for the next 20 minutes and not stop, it's really not free. You pay with a currency we tried to discuss this morning. You pay with your data. Now, I've got a funny blog post up this week that I did not expect to go as viral as it went. Vanity Fair did their new establishment conference a week or so ago. And I was reading about it. I didn't attend it, but I was reading about the conference, and it sounded spectacular. It had Mayor Bloomberg and Katie Couric and all these super important people coming on the stage, and I thought, this is spectacular. And somewhere in the text, there was a question posed, the underlying question, which is, will Silicon Valley buy Hollywood? And I thought, wow, isn't that the stupidest question ever asked? If you ask the wrong question, you're going to get the wrong answer. That's almost a guarantee, almost every time. Not every time. Sometimes you get the right answer by accident, but mostly if you ask the wrong question, you get the wrong answer. So I wrote this treatise, if you will, about will Silicon Valley buy Hollywood? And I used a kind of a metaphoric approach about why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Right? Why? Well, access to content yields a really interesting new currency. The currency it yields is data. So which is the chicken, which is the egg, which is the currency, which is the cash, which is the metric, which is the medium? All of those things blur together. They blur together in an interesting way because I can have the greatest content ever and not be able to charge for it in an appropriate way. But if I give access for free and I can actually monetize that data, I might be able to extract a greater value, a much greater value than I ever could from putting a 30-second spot in front of it or putting contextual advertising around it. Or maybe, just maybe, I do it all. Maybe it's not one thing. Maybe it's a combination of things. Maybe I have this totally wrong. Maybe I don't understand it at all. Guess what? That's what this panel is about. You are the product, content and data in a connected world. What is it about our world now that is different? Where is the parlor trick? Where is the paradigm shift? How does this all come together? Is data going to be actionable? And if it is, does that change the value of content? And if that is true, does that change the cash that changes hands? Does Silicon Valley have the ability to use its access to data to drive a different conversation than the people who simply have access to content? Wow. These are good and profound strategic questions, and every one of us should be looking for the answer.